Throughout our history, the story of Black Americans becoming more and more accepted as a part of we the people is a story that we have to tell over and over. And the reason that we have to continue to tell it is that, unfortunately, our children will forget.
Whether it's Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, or Muhammad Ali, all of these individuals, I think, have made tremendous contributions to Black history, but also to American history. Whether it's the Emancipation Proclamation, the Civil Rights Movement, or the election of Barack Obama, all of these events, I think, have shaped the culture of America.
So, does Black history matter? Absolutely, because America matters. And she matters not only to Americans, she matters to the world. What she represents is a beacon of hope for so many people. And like every good marriage is made of friction, constructive friction.
You know, late last summer and throughout the fall, and we're living with it today, the events of Ferguson that we all know about. And there were a lot of things going on that were on the news and a lot of things going on that weren't on the news. We can learn from history in terms of how we handle the need to change. We can have better outreach. We can have improved programs. History teaches us that everyone can make a difference.
Black History Month, for me, means a responsibility to do more, to reach back, to reach up, to pull up, to be a role model for young people, so that some young man looks at me as an entrepreneur and says, man, what is it that you do? I want to be you, I want to do you, so that I can then say, no, you're going to do much better.
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama at a time when segregation meant that my parents and I couldn't go to a movie theater or to a restaurant. I went to segregated schools until we left the state of Alabama. And yet, despite that, I eventually became America's Secretary of State, its highest ranking diplomat. And so I feel that my life is in many ways a little bit of a microcosm of how African Americans have made their way. And so it's important to me personally to be reminded of others who have made that journey, and to remind our young people that there are still aspects of that journey that are unfinished.
You know, the life of someone like George Washington Carver, who was born in southwestern Missouri into slavery during Civil War time and died in Tuskegee, Alabama, with a long and important life. And he said, where there is no vision, there is no hope. And I think we can learn from visionaries like that to have hope.
When we examine Black history, it means to me that our community, our culture is a work in progress, just as the country is. Let's build on the things that we've done great, and let's certainly not repeat the mistakes of the past. And so it's all about getting better, bit by bit, every day, to try to improve where we are.